With a major manufacturer ending production, is the CCD image sensor on its last legs? That depends on who you ask. We'll cut through the noise this week on Light Matters. This is Light Matters for April 8th, 2015. I'm your host, James Lowe. This week, we take stock of Sony's apparent decision to end production of CCD image sensors. We'll also learn about a new light-based approach for 3D printing. And we have a winner from last week's keyword contest. Tom Corbeline of IPG Photonics is the winner of a $50 Amazon gift card. 5 others who emailed us the correct phrase will get Photonics Media t-shirts. We'll give you more chances to win in future episodes. There's a lot more ahead on this week's episode. First up, contributing editor Joey Esposito and I test out a hot new gadget.
I'm down here in the depths of the Light Matters studio, the darkest room that I could find, to test out this thermal camera that Seek Thermal was kind enough to send to us. So I'm going to be down here playing a little game of hide and seek with James over there, but with the lights off. Definitely a cool little device. You couldn't pick them up through the pillars, but you could see them in the dark, and that's pretty impressive. You can use this at home for finding the source of water damage, electrical shorts, checking the levels of your propane tank, finding your pets in the dark. There's really no limit to the things that you can do. So the Seek Thermal camera has some really cool features, including this split screen feature that we can do right here. So you can see one half of the regular camera, which uses the front of the iPhone, and then the thermal part, which is obviously the Seek Thermal camera. You can also add temperature, so you can see whatever your center point is, the temperature there. You can do the high and the low. You can also do a filter, so anything above or below whatever threshold you set. And you can also use different filters here. You can see a whole bunch, so it's sort of like an Instagram filter for your thermal camera. So the Seek Thermal camera retails for about $200 on Amazon, and the best part is you can take super cool selfies.
Another cutting-edge technology that's already made a big impression in the consumer market is 3D printing. Now a new light-based approach is speeding up the process and expanding its usefulness. Based on photopolymerization, the technique could be used to rapidly create complex biomedical objects like cardiac stents and dental implants. Continuous liquid interface production, or CLIP, works by projecting UV light through an oxygen-permeable window into a liquid resin. Light and oxygen control the solidification of the resin, producing objects tens of centimeters in size and with feature resolution below 100 microns. The process is 25 to 100 times faster than other layer-by-layer 3D printing techniques. CLIP was developed by researchers at the University of North Carolina and the startup company Carbon 3D. They said it's the first 3D printing process that uses tunable photochemistry, which allows it to generate previously unachievable geometries in a variety of materials. Their research was published in Science. After the break, the uncertain future of CCD image sensors, the year of light, and the latest issue of Biophotonics. But first, a word from our sponsor.
The ILT 5000 is the ILT 1700 for the 21st century. Building on the legacy of the industry standard ILT 1700 radiometer, the ILT 5000 incorporates all of the traditional functionality and workmanship ILT is known for. The new ILT 5000 was designed to collect accurate data over the broadest range of light intensities possible. For additional information on the ILT 5000 or any of our light measurement products, please visit our website at www.intl-lighttech.com. Thank you.
Welcome back. 2015 is the International Year of Light, and people around the world are celebrating in creative ways. Photonics Spectra editor Justine Murphy has this dispatch from the Florida Science Olympiad at the University of Central Florida.
Thanks, James. This annual event helps middle and high school students enhance their science education through competitions in areas such as physics, engineering, and problem solving. This year, the competition marked the International Year of Light with several of the program's events focusing on light and light-based technologies. The Crave the Wave event asked middle schoolers to demonstrate process skills needed to solve problems and answer questions regarding waves and wave motion. In other activities, students used basic components to complete tasks like determining focal lengths and magnifications of lenses and measuring optical data spacing on CDs. Stay with Light Matters every week for more IYL 2015 festivities and tell us how you're celebrating by emailing lightmatters@photonics.com.
Our final story today is about an announcement that sent shockwaves through the imaging industry. Sony may be getting ready to stop production of charge-coupled device, or CCD, image sensors. While the electronics giant hasn't said so publicly, in recent weeks at least 5 camera manufacturers who use Sony CCDs have been reaching out to their customers and offering to help them prepare for the change. For some, the news isn't surprising given the rise of CMOS image sensors, which offer higher frame rates and cost about half as much as CCDs. The semiconductor technology has virtually replaced CCD in consumer products, which have the lion's share of the imaging market. I spoke with Mark Williamson, the Director of Corporate Market Development for Stemmer Imaging, a major machine vision systems provider in Europe. He said CMOS technology is poised to replace CCD in high-end applications as well.
I would say the interline transfer CCD market, i.e. the majority of the stuff we're using in machine vision, yes, its days are numbered, and I would say in 10 years' time, even now, I'm not seeing anyone designing a CCD sensor in a new OEM application.
Stemmer Imaging and other camera companies have said Sony will end its CCD production in 2017 and stop shipments by 2026. Meanwhile, Sony has said it plans to spend more than $850 million to increase production of CMOS image sensors, especially for mobile devices. Antonio Ciccarelli, a product marketing manager at ON Semiconductor, said Sony's shift in priorities creates an opportunity for his company to increase CCD output for specialized applications.
The consumer markets certainly have moved pretty heavily over to the CMOS technologies, but I think some of the applied imaging markets are going to continue to request and demand CCD products that have the utmost image quality.
There's still debate around whether CMOS can top CCD in terms of image quality. From Ciccarelli's perspective, CMOS architecture will always produce some noise, and so applications that require the cleanest images will continue to go with CCD, the latest examples of which can achieve subelectron noise without cooling. That sentiment was echoed by Paul Kozik, product manager at the camera maker Point Grey, who said CCDs will continue to be crucial for scientific and biomedical applications, especially those involving low light conditions and long exposure times. Now we want to hear from you. What side do you take in the CMOS versus CCD debate? And how might the decline of CCD sensors affect your business or your research? Send us your thoughts at lightmatters@photonics.com and we'll share them in a future episode. You can also reach us on Facebook and Twitter. The April edition of Biophotonics magazine is on its way to subscribers, and editor Rod Pedrati is here to give us the highlights.
Thanks, James. In our cover story, contributing editor Marie Freebody runs some interference on our path to understanding how optical filters are used to control the spectral content of a light beam for use in diagnostic applications. That's just a small taste of what's coming up in the April 2015 edition of Biophotonics. You can read it in print and online and subscribe for free at photonics.com.
That's it for this week's show. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts about CCD image sensors. You can leave a comment below, email us at lightmatters@photonics.com, or find us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on Light Matters.